"What happened to you" was written across her face before a single word was ever spoken. The bruise was small, almost carefully hidden under makeup, but to the man standing at the counter, it looked louder than a scream. He was a Hell's Angel, built like a storm, leather jacket heavy with years of rough roads and harder choices. When his eyes caught that mark on the waitress's cheek, something ancient and dangerous stirred inside him. He asked one silent question with his stare alone, and in that moment, a chain of events began that no one in that diner could have predicted. What he did next would shock the waitress, the town, and even the men who thought they controlled her life. If you believe in kindness, in second chances, and in the idea that one moment of compassion can change everything, please like this video, share it, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel Only Kindness. Your support helps stories like this reach hearts that need them. Her name was Mara Ellison, and the diner was the kind of place where the coffee was always too hot and the chairs had been repaired more times than anyone could count. Mara had learned how to smile without letting it reach her eyes. She balanced plates with steady hands even when her insides felt like they were shaking apart. The bruise on her face wasn't new pain, just the latest chapter in a long story she never told. Every day, she reminded herself to keep going, because stopping felt more dangerous than continuing. She believed that if she stayed quiet, invisible, the storm at home might pass faster. The man at the counter was called Rourke Hale, though most people only knew him by the winged skull on his back. His presence filled the diner like thunderclouds rolling in. People whispered when men like him walked in, expecting trouble, expecting noise, expecting fear. What they never expected was stillness. Rourke noticed details others missed. The way Mara flinched when a hand moved too fast. The way she avoided mirrors. The way she apologized even when someone else bumped into her. He had seen that look before, not on roads or in bars, but in reflections he used to avoid. Rourke had lived a life where pain was worn like armor. He had lost friends, ruined relationships, and made choices he could never undo. Somewhere along the way, he had promised himself he would never look away again. Not from fear, not from cruelty, and not from quiet suffering. As Mara refilled his cup, he saw her fingers tremble just slightly, and the silence between them felt heavier than any argument. He didn't ask questions out loud. He didn't demand explanations. Instead, he did something unexpected. He left a folded napkin under the cup, paid in full, and walked out without another glance. Mara found the napkin minutes later. Inside was not a phone number, not a threat, not even advice. It was an address to a community center across town and a time written carefully beneath it. No pressure, no demands, just an option. For the first time in weeks, Mara felt something unfamiliar rise in her chest. Choice. She spent the rest of her shift fighting the urge to cry, wondering why a stranger would notice when everyone else had learned not to. That evening, Rourke didn't go back to his clubhouse. He went to the same community center, speaking to people he trusted, people who knew how to help without hurting. He didn't raise his voice or make promises of revenge. He arranged safe rides, legal guidance, and quiet protection. He knew real strength wasn't about fists or fear. It was about creating a door where there had only ever been walls. Mara almost didn't show up. Fear told her to stay home, to keep pretending everything was fine. But something about that napkin felt different. When she stepped into the community center, she expected judgment. Instead, she found warmth, patience, and people who spoke gently, as if they understood how fragile hope could be. She learned that help didn't always come wrapped in soft words. Sometimes it came on a roaring motorcycle, disguised as a man the world had already judged. Over the next few days, the pieces of her life began to shift. Quietly, carefully, safely. The storm she lived with realized too late that control was slipping away. Not because of threats, but because the silence he relied on was gone. The town noticed changes too. The diner felt lighter. Mara's smile started reaching her eyes. People whispered again, but this time the story wasn't about fear. It was about protection, about unexpected mercy, about a Hell's Angel who chose kindness when violence would have been easier. Rourke never took credit. He returned to the diner once more, sat in the same seat, and drank the same coffee. Mara served him with steady hands and a calm face, the bruise now fading into memory. There were no words exchanged, because none were needed. Some acts of kindness are too powerful for language. They echo louder in what changes afterward. If this story touched your heart, if it reminded you that help can come from the most unexpected places, please like and share this video so others can feel it too. Your support keeps these stories alive. Before the ending, take a moment and comment below. Tell us what kindness means to you, or whether you believe one person can truly change another person's fate.